rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shout? It's time to blow your horn.
The steam locomotive. For over a century it has plied the railroads of America, fueling the fires of our industry. From the smallest of switchers to the largest mainline engines, they have served our country well. But despite the decades of good service given by these elegant machines, a new, more efficient breed of iron horse has come onto the scene. The diesel locomotive consumes less fuel per mile, cuts back on the crew required to operate, and makes maintenance both easier and cheaper for the railroads that operate them. Thanks to them, the railroads of America will continue to drive our economy like no other form of transportation.
A Tale of Two Giants, the Royal Mountains Railroad and the Northern Central Transportation Corporation. For over a century, these companies have dominated the rail transport industry on the East Coast. Week by week, day by day, hour by hour, freight volumes increase while seconds, minutes, hours are shaved off of their premier express train schedules. And now these two bitter rivals have made a stunning announcement. To combat the difficulties of these tumultuous economic times, the Royal Mountains and Northern Central are becoming one. Yes, that's right. Call them Royal Central. For sure, this move has stirred up mixed feelings, but most agree this merger will usher in a new era of efficiency and prosperity.
Come on. Where is he? Those Northern Centralers are always late. Just because your wheels are faster than your brain, George, doesn't mean I'm late. Besides, I couldn't help overhearing the most interesting tidbit at the last station. And what, pray tell, could possibly have been so interesting, Oscar? That our companies will soon merge into one. What? That's preposterous. You've been taking bad fuel. I'm afraid he's not. I've just heard the same news. Why on earth would the RMR ever consider working with the Northern Central? We've been trying to beat them out of the business for over a century. Because if we don't, the airlines and trucks will put us both out of business. By combining our fleets and customer bases, we'll keep our rails relevant. He's right. Surely, George, you understand that in business, those who can adapt survive. Well, sure, Jesse, but what bothers me is that the moment someone, specifically from the Northern Central, makes a mistake, the rest of us will suffer for it. What makes you think it's going to be us Centralers that mess up, as if you're so perfect? The RMR is the first-class railroad of America. Stop bickering, you two. If there really is a merger happening, there's nothing that can be done to change that. What you need to do now is put your money where your motors are and get your trains to their destinations on time. Well said, Jesse. Soon word spread that the merger was going through. The two railroads became one, the Royal Central Railroad. Whereas the two opposing railroads had run their own competing passenger services, many were merged with another to cut back on extra trains. The same was true for freight. Instead of having to be handed off between companies at certain locations, they could now take shortcuts without unnecessary delays. The engines and rolling stock were repainted as well. A big RC logo began appearing on all cars, coaches, and locomotives. At first, things seemed to be running smoothly for the new company, despite a lingering sense of competition. However, it wasn't long before unforeseen problems began to arise.